Okay, this will be an interesting one. Had done heaps of these. Let's see if we can make this one turn up a treat. Gonna reduce it. Alright, let's see what we have. We have here a Mossman Daily, a Snooty magazine, and a pair of snooty looking women in the front there showing off their business. Yeah, right. Let's see how these look. Anyway, that looks interesting. Wondering if we're going to use this. Maybe try another version. That looks quite interesting. I actually quite like it in a way, because you got her standing up there and then they just flow off. I'm going to try another one. Fuck it. But yeah, this is all snooty, snooty shit, all about people who are supposedly successful, they're making money, and it seems that the gauge of success is to do with making lots of money and the love of money, it's all fucked. People who make money have a responsibility for our planet and humanity. They're the ones that have got the power to destroy or to make. And most of the time these rich people decide they want to destroy so they can make a huger profit margin, and it's just not fucking right. And I'm just so over the fact that people measure success by how much money you earn. It's fucked. It shouldn't be like that. It should be how much you give to humanity with the money. How much you could help fucking save our planet and save humanity from itself. How to make a difference for the right, not for the wrong. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the way people are classed successfully because they're upper class, because they've got money. You know why? And then of course you got a lot of poor people who want to do the right thing and they don't have any power because they don't have money and they haven't got any chance in eternity to make a difference. And I just get frustrated that it's these rich people that people see as fucking successful who just don't want to lift a finger to help others. No, I'm sick of it, folks. I'm over it. I'm sick to fuck of it. Honestly, I don't have any respect for the rich or the upper class. They can go fuck themselves and their money. They can go fuck themselves because they don't deserve to have all this fucking power because they got money. Honestly, I'm sick of it, folks. I wish someone would just, whatever. I had some really angry thoughts just go through my head. Thoughts that I don't really want to share because they're really, really not nice, not good. But the frustration I feel is just immense. And I'm trying to get myself on television, despite the fact that I'm not rich or famous or anything that would be classified as special. I'm not a celebrity, I'm not a mover and a shaker, I'm just a person that is creative, does what I do. I make this photocopier art, and I'm trying to get this on television because I'm missing a loved one who I lost when I was very young and foolish. So I'm really needing to jump the queue, so to speak, because I'm not going to be making any money soon. I'm a person who's got disabilities. Being disabled means you can't do much, and you've got very little power or any sway in how the world functions. Being disabled is a liability. I don't know if we're going to enlarge it. Going to enlarge that off, even though it's going to cut her head off. This is a difficult one. It looks nice, but it's not quite what I'm after. But basically, yeah, I just get sick of this idea that you've got to be rich. Now I'm going to do something different. Fuck it. I'm going to do something fucking different, as we normally should do differently. But basically, I'm just over the way the rich get all the glory and all the recognition just because they make lots of money. Doesn't matter they're destroying the Amazon jungle, doesn't matter that they're doing this or doing that, destroying this and destroying that. Because they make money, they're classified as fucking successes. Well, I say they're fucking failures, folks. They get an F- in my world, even though I don't have any power to say, to do, to act. All I can do is work on what I'm doing here and hope that I get my time on air. This didn't turn out too well. And I'm just not the kind of person that curries any kind of respect. At least not from the bigger end of town. I'm just a little shit, a little pissant that doesn't have much say in how things go. I got teased and bullied most of my life, so I know what it's like to feel tiny and insignificant and a piece of shit. And I think that still haunts me just a little bit, folks. Anyway, that looks really nice. I like this fluid bit there, so we can just take a section and change it. But basically, I really feel insignificant with these rich people and these power people. I don't feel like I've got any say in anything, and it's really, I'm trying to get reunited with a loved one, and that's proving to be really difficult because I have to have the TV channels to help me, and I can't find him any other way. I know I'm not rich, I know I'm not famous, I know I'm not successful, I don't have much money, I rely on Centrelink payments to keep me alive. I'm not desirable in any way to the rich. The rich would have me treated like shit instead of treating me with any kind of dignity or respect. So I'm not a rich person, I'm not considered successful, I haven't had my own art exhibition even. I'm going to make this longer, I think. So I don't have any makings of any showings of success. My dad and my brother hate me. My mum feels sorry for me, I think. So it's really difficult dealing with not feeling like I have a place in this world. even though I've got big dreams that I want to make happen. I want to build the best photocopiers there are. I want to build photocopiers out of sustainable materials, like recycled materials instead of virgin materials. I want to mine the e-waste or the electronic waste tips of the world, like in places like India and China for most of the materials, and ship it over to Australia. This machine will be built on Australian soil, and these workers are going to get a higher than normal industrial wage, and this wage is going to be just a little bit better than what an industrial person or a factory worker should be paid. So they're going to get paid more than just a fair wage. They're going to get a little bit of an extra. So, because I really want my workers to be happy. My future workers, I want them to be happy. I don't want to treat them like fucking slaves. They're not going to be treated like slaves. So no made in China, no made in Vietnam or anywhere else. No fucking exploitation. The company is going to be Australian. It's going to be Australian owned, Australian made and Australian designed. And the only things that get imported are going to be the materials from the e-waste dumps, as I just mentioned. There's not going to be any fucking exploitation, folks. I refuse to be like that, to make my factory into a fucking money fucker's paradise. It's not going to be like that. And the next thing I want to do also is I want to be a scientist also, and most of the money I earn as the CEO will end up for science and humanitarian research and and fundraising. Well, not fundraising, what's the word? Oh, philanthropy. So we want to make the world a better place for both the environment and also if we make the environment good, we keep the human race safe. And this, I was meant to make this part shorter and this part wider. So I really want to make a difference, folks. I'm not interested in profiteering or any of that shit. I think we made that too small. So yeah, I'll probably end up... Oh yeah, another thing, the photocopiers themselves, another ecological feature will be they'll be designed to be easily recycled. And also, before they get recycled at the end of their lifespan's going to be around 60 years for spare parts, consumables and service. So we're going to make this equipment, the hardware, last a very, very long time. And that'll cut down on CO2, that'll mean less, we will have to use some virgin mined materials, but it's going to be very little. But we're going to preserve them by not having to build new machines like we do today. This machine, I was told, has a span of about 5 years, which is not acceptable. It's not good. So it's best if we keep our environment in check, in better order, by not making equipment that has a short lifespan like this piece of shit. So, we've got to think of the future. We've got to think of our think of the people, should I say, our children and their children's children, and what they have to inherit down the track. And some of the scientific experiments I want to pull off and make into useful products. How to find a solution to climate change. That's a biggie. And also how to decontaminate nuclear waste in places like Chernobyl or Fukushima or wherever else. We've got to think. We've got to try and use our money and our resources and put basically put it to work, not just keep it in the bank and say me, mini me, this is my money, I earned it, I can sit on it all I like. No, we don't do that. We use the money. Yes, we're going to still have a lot of money to play with at the end. Look, you don't have to fucking give up everything. You don't have to be poor. You just have to give 10% of what you fucking earn, and then you'll be considered useful. On the other hand, for me, I'm going to put it that I'm going to basically only take home for myself and Luigi 5% of my earnings. All those other earnings are going towards what I've just mentioned, humanitarian and scientific, to help this planet, to help the human race, to keep the human race alive. That's what it's all about for me. And I'm still going to have a lot of money left over that I'll still probably won't know how to spend. So there you have it. Anyway, that's turned up looking a treat. I think now we can call this demo quits.